Greetings once again to the evening kickoff, where tonight, as usual, we'll be looking at the highlights of the Meghalaya State League 2023 matches that were held today. Plus, we've been joined by a very special guest here in the studio. Anyone with an interest in Meghalaya football would have heard his name mentioned recently or even talked about him. It is none other than Coach Bobby Lingdor Nongbet. Thank you, Ba, for coming down here this evening.
It's a pleasure, yeah.
So first I'll bring you the scores from today, and we'll follow that up a little later with the highlights. In Group A, Meghalaya registered a hat-trick of wins by beating Umtse 5-1 at the MFA turf in Shillong, and it was the exact same result in Jawai, where Rimbai Yaupin Singh defeated Senpin Palang in Group B at the Kiang Nangbat Stadium. Group C then saw 7 United edge Pendengre by 2-1, and it was a jam-packed 7-goal thriller at the Chanmari ground in Tura, where Chipakore beat Atong Matkrek 5-2 in Group D. So let's bring in our guest now, and Bobby is head coach of Shillong Lajong, defending MSL champions. And they have been drawn in Group C in Maukarwat, but we haven't seen them in action yet because they've been very, very busy in the second division league, that is the tournament just below the I-League. And Bobby, it was a tremendous achievement, as I'm sure everyone's aware. On Sunday, Lajong defeated FC Bengaluru at home to qualify for next season's I-League. How are you feeling after what must be quite a roller coaster?
Very elated, actually. It's a wonderful achievement from the club's point of view. Also to the state as a whole, and definitely looking forward for high-profile competitions.
Now, what was the moment that you actually knew that you had qualified? Because not only did you have to win, but you had to hope that the other result went your way, and that's what happened. It was United Sports Club. They defeated Ambernath United. So, I mean, how long did it take you from that final whistle to know, like, yes, you've made it?
Frankly speaking, Keshav, when we went to the match against Bangalore United, we were looking at the win only. We were not expecting much yet from the other competitive match between Atlanta, Amarnath and United, because considering the form that Amarnath is, they were beating teams like Delhi FC and us convincingly, and with 6 points at hand and the current form, I thought it would be an easy walk for them. So we were like only focus for the win and see what happens from there.
And it must have been extra special to have that win in front of like thousands of fans came out on the day.
Obviously, it was like a blessing in disguise, actually, because we were hoping that the win would be coming at home, and through our tremendous efforts, we were very glad that it did. But before that, we had nothing else to worry about, because we already had a very bad result in the previous match. So winning against United would itself be a bonus for us. So we were only focused about that. Then when it happened, so I think it took around 5 to 10 minutes before we realized, and we were informed that surprisingly United defeated Atlanta on a high score contest. So that was like shocking for us, because looking at the form that Atlanta was, we were just like not so confident that United might make it.
Yeah.
But then we had hopes intact. We were keeping all that in mind, but then focus on the 3 points.
So now, before we hear more from you, let's go over to the first set of highlights, and it'll be Meghalaya versus Umtse.
Robertson set free. There's a chance for Robertson on his left foot. 1-0 Maulai. Robertson, cool as a cucumber. Lovely combination play. Donald setting it up with a deft play. Here they come in play with the Jeetlam Monchlong taking this corner. Now Jeetlam's ball in. Doesn't cross the man on the near post. Counts for Brolington from the edge of the area. He's gone for a shot and he's got it in. Brolington doubles the lead in quick time for Maulai. Edge of the area, gets the shot. Easy to finish, really. Put it over the bar. Still they come. Genster. Low driven ball. Training. Just like that. Blink and you'll miss it. Donald gets her to the end of the cross. Lovely driven cross in from Genster. Laid inside, it's a missed pass. Here's a chance for Remark. It's 4-0. Well-deserved goal for Remark, who's been a thorn all afternoon for the back line. Najidla coming short as an option. Long ball. Inside, Remark was waiting. It's gone to the edge of the area. Lose control. Remark has a chance for a second. It's 5-0. Taking advantage of the poor pass inside. Remark. Penalty to say. Marcelino scores. Straight down the middle.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit more about the process of getting to the I-League. Of course, Lajong had played 9 seasons before this in the I-League, and then they were relegated at the end of 2018-19, and now they're back. And this year there were a few moments. Would you say that it was looking a bit dicey for Lajong? Even Lar Singh Ming Sawian had said that maybe at one point he thought this wasn't the year. You were at the top of the final round. You won your first match at home against United and drew with Delhi, and then there was a very big defeat to Ambernath Atlanta. So, and then that made you drop to 3rd place. And then against Bengaluru, they're a tough team, good strong team. Did you also consider that okay, we'll just give it our all and then?
No, it wasn't like that because we already had the upper hand when we beat United at home. That was the first 3 points, and then that away point in Delhi, in Chandigarh, was the very precious point. Obviously, the third match against Ambernath was it was a drastic drop of our performance, but from my point of view, it was silly errors from our defense, which we understood that it can be corrected. The only thing is that we have to know that the next opponent, that is Bengaluru United, such kind of errors will cost us huge. And then we focus on that, and we focus on our defense and made sure we make less errors on the match and go for it, go for those 3 points all out.
Okay, so let's talk more about now your career, because it's very, if you printed out your CV, I'm sure it's a very long one. Fans will know, I'm sure we're talking, you've had success with Lajong at the Coca-Cola Cup, was it called? Manchester United Coca-Cola Cup. Premier Cup, that was 2010.
Yeah.
2010, so that was quite a while ago. Then we also had 2 runners-up performances for Meghalaya in the sub-junior nationals, boys. 2018 with Lajong, it was the Youth League title, national title, a major achievement. And then the following year, you won the Subroto Cup also, under 17 boys Subroto Cup with H. Elias Higher Secondary School. And now it's this, you've taken Lajong back into the I-League. So, you know, many of these players, at least from that H. Elias we were talking earlier before the show, you know, there were at least 10 of those boys are still with you now in Shillong Lajong. How has it been working with them through these years? How have you seen them grow?
Actually, I'm really privileged that those boys, the number of boys, are still around with me for these many years. I would say that they are resilient enough to believe in what we are willing to achieve, and I know it was very tight because before them there were around 20 to 25 boys were in the squad, and you know all the same age group and same youth system of ours, and gradually as we grew, as the competition went to the next level, and then you know the years went by, we understood, and even the boys understood that you know the boys will be slimmed down.
Mm-hmm.
So in this process, I'm glad that the best boys are still around and could handle the pressure and could also maintain and improve at the same time. And now they have reached to this level where the senior competition is at the peak, you know,
Mm.
and you know only the best and the hardworking and the consistent ones can stay there. And it's interesting that these boys have still been working hard and still trying their best and still around with us in the club, and you know I believe that they can still go on till the level that we are right now, and maybe you never know till the ISL if we do.
Do they need much motivation now, or are they like seasoned professionals almost?
I think motivation is a must for them because they're still young, growing mostly under the age of 21, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So you can understand, you know, these boys are, very fluctuating the characters.
Mm.
So definitely they need to be motivated. They need to be because at the same time they understand the level of competitiveness that they have to face right now. And I've seen that they have also matured a lot from the progress of all these years. But I still believe that we have to take care of them.
Mm. And like you mentioned, some of them might actually, you feel, go up to ISL level also. How many of them do you think we might see in the I-League team, or is it too early to say?
I think it's about competitiveness, about challenge, it's about hard work and consistency. So if that's there, I believe that the maximum number of boys will be there in the I-League, and that's what I would even expect, because these boys have a lot of spirit in them, and they work really hard as a team. So the more they get into the team, the more interesting and the more performance will be exhibited by them.
And are we going to see you coaching the team, or is it too early? Or
I think that's up to the management to decide on that. But hopefully we will be working together, and definitely it'll be interesting that the I-League is in the hands of the best. So let's see.
Okay, we shall see. And for the moment, let's now watch the second bunch of highlights we have for you. It's from Joai, between Rumbai Yaupin Singh and San Pinpalan.
Quickly taken now. Rimbai may have a chance. It's played into the area. And it's a goal. What a way to start off. And once again, it's their number 7, Hespiki Rimbai, who scores yet another goal in this season. Beautifully taken on the left foot. No chance for the keeper. Chance here for Rimbai. Mari gets there, wants to shoot and does, and finds the top corner and pulls up the Sue, and that should be the 3 points for Rimbai. And Nivan Obare has had a sensational game down that right hand side, and what a way to get number 3. Just cut inside and finished it to perfection. Defending. And this could be another chance. Hesmiki's onside and he gets another. Hesmiki Rimbai and Rimbai make it 4-0. All too easy for him. Fed through by Changroswar. Sit back. There's a through ball. Hesmiki's onside for sure. Cuts inside, great work from him. He's on a hat-trick, don't forget, and he gets his hat-trick. Hespiki Rimbai got 2 in the last one and now gets 3. And Rimbai have hit Senfin Balang for 5 goals now. Beautiful.
So back to Coach Bobby now, and with this success from the second division league, now let's look ahead a little bit to the Meghalaya State League. Lajong will obviously want to defend their title, and we haven't seen you as yet, of course, and you'll be playing in Maukarwat. So how do you think the team will fare in MSL 2023?
Considering the matches that we have played in the past few days, it has been really hectic for us because the matches were home and away, and especially the gaps were very less. And also now we played on the 21st and again now on the 24th we have another match. Definitely we have to be resting some players also at the same time. We're looking at the best team though to start up, and definitely we are going to defend this.
And would you say that Lajong are favourites perhaps to hold on to the title?
I think we should be, because considering what they have done in the I-League, in the second division, so definitely they are already pumped up, and the only thing that they need is a team that will compete against them.
Well, we shall see how you go ahead. The immediate future is, of course, Lajong taking on Lomdingan at 3 p.m. tomorrow in Group C. In other matches, Langsning will face Umrit in Group A, and Clay Maule Youth Club face Salsala Sports Association in Group D. These matches also kick off at 3 p.m. And the other fixture will see Latat Labor go up against Mulait United in Group B from 2:30 p.m. So that's it for the show tonight. Big thanks to Bobby for joining us. And I'm sure we'll see him a lot more as the tournament progresses. Thanks to you all for watching as usual, and please do stay in touch with us and keep up to date on the MSL 2023 on Facebook, Instagram and YouTube. Good night.